Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Kitchen Talk.
Right? Oh my goodness. It's like, it was so cold the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Like the 20s.
It's unbelievable.
I literally turned my heater back on. We had like all of this. You know what though? Actually, I think tomorrow it's supposed to be like almost 70 again.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so we probably won't need.
I guess we can relax now that spring is in the air.
We don't need this anymore.
Here we go. This will be
St.
better.
Louis, right? We'll be, okay. Tomorrow.
This better.
Oh yeah.
Now we just need some. Oh yeah, there you go. Put a little right here for me.
Nice.
A little here.
Oh, this is a 50, so it'll block you good, right? Right? Nothing like the cheese.
Oh, Missouri. Friday.
I know.
Like 2 for the snow.
Yep.
Monday, I'm on the motorcycle cruising. And it's like 80 degrees. Like,
yep. Oh yeah. The other day was we hit a new record temperature. It was like the hottest day. Yeah. The hottest day in history for February. We were almost at 90 degrees the other day.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know, right?
Unbelievable.
And then I think Sunday morning, get ready for church. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like 30 again.
Yeah.
But this week is more mild back in the
and we're going to have some rain. It's going to start feeling more like spring.
Speaking of
spring.
Because we hit crazy weather changes, whether it's from weather super hot. But there's a lot of things you need to do differently with your home as the weather changes also.
So let's talk about some tips.
Spring tips for the house. What you got?
So number one, and this is just kind of, oh, by the way.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Our marketing director who had to scurry out of here, she's like, hey, by the way, tomorrow is Tornado Awareness Day or Tornado Week or month or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so we are in that time of year. And look, I've been driving around. I've been seeing some people with some beat up roofs already.
Yeah. So, roofs are a really big deal in our area because hail.
Yeah.
We get hail a couple times a year.
And roofs are expensive.
You can always bank on it.
So if you have missing shingles from your roof, it'd be best to get them repaired or fixed now. And if you need a connection, we love to refer JK Exteriors, owned by Jake Kastner. Jake, kudos if you're watching. Let's see what else. Oh, here's a good one.
Yeah.
And I'll guarantee you 99% of the people don't know this.
What is it?
If you have newer windows,
Okay, this is something I just learned from you, right? Because I was like, what are you talking about? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm 54 years old and I never knew that. Okay, so this is a good tip.
Vinyl windows, for sure it has this, and some types of more upscale wooden windows. But you know how you lift your window up and you see all of the bugs and dirt and just
pollen and dust and
you can take a sprayer and you can spray that out, because on the underneath side of that window there's these tiny little slits about 1/4 of an inch long. Those are weep holes.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I've always scooped them out.
Everybody scoops or tries to vacuum.
Yes. Right, get the little bitty thing to vacuum it.
Yeah.
You showed me that, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me! All you got to do is spray it, and it just goes right out the backside."
So I
have a question. Because for me, I'm really bad about changing my filters as often as I should. Right?
Yep.
Should you? So, and I only think of it when the weather really changes, and I'm like, "Oh, I should change my filters."
Mm-hmm.
How often should you really change
every
your
month?
Filters? I'm so
every
far
month.
behind. Okay, all right.
And there's another secret.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy the $15 HEPA filter.
Yeah.
Buy the $2 filter and just replace it every month.
Whole big box of it.
I buy the whole box.
Yeah.
I actually have it in my calendar.
Yeah.
On whatever day each month, and I change my filter.
Filters, weep holes, clean out your windows, especially if it's got the pollen and stuff built, or the winter stuff. Yes. Okay. Wait. Roofs. What else?
Roofs, window. Oh, your gutters. So let's be real.
Yeah.
Nobody cleans their gutters in the winter.
No.
But all of those leaves are in the gutters from the fall.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, those leaves are dropping October, November, and then they're in your gutter December, January, February, March. Your gutters are full 6 months out of the year.
They're yucky.
So I did. I cleaned my gutters before it got nasty, but if you didn't do it, that's fine. You need to clean them now, even if you have gutter guards, because stuff still does get clogged up.
I have gutter guards, so I thought I was fine. right?
Mhm.
And then you were over by the house or something. And you're like, hey, your little springy poppy uppy thingy is like, right? I have no idea what you're talking
The
about.
poppy uppy
Never
thingy?
even,
Yeah.
never looked at that.
Mhm.
Had no idea. And you're like, your leaves or whatever. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I have a gutter guard. Like, not a problem. And you're
Yeah.
like, hello. And you pull the little top
So let me
off.
explain it.
Okay, but you pulled that off, and it looked like coffee filters inside.
did.
And I was like, oh, that's where my gutters.
And I dug it out as best I
It
could.
was so gross.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
If your gutters come straight down your house and then kind of have a little curve or just a straight,
Yeah.
if that gets pinched, run over by a lawnmower, the kids running around the house, and even if it doesn't get pinched, but especially if it does get pinched,
Yeah.
that whole, you got a 2-story, that whole thing is going to fill up. And at that point in time, the only way you're going to get that clean, if it's full all the way up, you got to take the gutter apart.
No.
Yeah, hopefully yours is okay.
I just had new
Yours
gutters
is
put in
okay.
last year.
Well, then you're probably
Yeah.
okay. But I'm talking
Yeah.
like people that let
Anyway,
it go a
though,
while.
I thought like, oh, I have gutter guards. It's not a problem. But
Yeah.
I didn't check it.
And if your gutters come down and they go into a landscape pipe, usually it's like a 4-inch black pipe, it's corrugated. And if that goes out into your yard and dumps down below, or like in your case, it went very just 6 feet away from the house, and then there's a
Right.
little pop up. They're usually green.
It looked like a turkey thing. When the turkey's
Yeah,
ready and
it
it
does.
goes bing,
It's funny, it
right?
does. It's just that it's this big.
Right.
So if
That's
your
what I thought
gutter's
of.
clogged, your little pop-up won't raise. So what happens is
Yeah.
the water is just going to collect in your gutter along the eave of the house, and it's just going to sit there and drip over, which means
Yucky.
completely defeats the purpose of
Of
gutters.
having gutters and manage or
And that stuff gets
control
expensive.
the water flow.
Oh,
Okay, I need
And
to
guess
check
what
that.
happens when water comes over the edge of your house and goes
What?
right against your foundation? What happens?
Oh, it wears away the foundation and then it starts, or wears away down in between and starts
Yeah.
to leak into your house.
So let me sum it up. Once a year, preferably twice, clean your gutters. If you do it yourself, it's free. If you don't do it and you let it go a long time and your house settles, now you have a $10,000 to $25,000 bill. So I don't know.
No, thank you.
I think it's better just to clean the gutter.
No, thank you. Okay, I have a question for
Yeah.
you. Screens. Do you
Oh.
put them? Do you
Okay.
take them out in the winter and put them back in the spring? Do you leave them there? I feel like screens.
Most people leave them in.
Do they? Okay.
I tend to leave them in as well, unless it's a window that I use a lot. And I know this sounds funny, but like on my back patio, Jennifer and I pass food back and forth through the slider window because she grills.
Right. So you want to leave the
she's the
screen
griller.
out because you need to like,
Yeah.
access.
And then-
it's an access portal. For
It's an
food.
access portal for food.
I like it.
And then we have a couple windows like in our living room that I don't want the screens on because I want to look at them,
Mhm.
look out of the window.
Yeah. Okay, let me
Yeah.
ask you this then. Right? Because you're right. Like windows are prettier when the screen's not there.
Mhm.
When you list a house, should you have the screens in or should you leave them out because they look so pretty with
I
all
like
the
it.
screens?
I like it when the screens are out.
It does give it a crisper look.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Because when we're in front of the house taking, a beautiful high definition video,
yeah.
what it looks like, it looks
looks
like
great.
sunglasses,
Yeah.
but one's shaded and one's not.
You're right. Yeah.
Unless the whole window's shaded. But
yeah.
yeah, I tell people if their screens aren't in, where are your screens and make them available? But if the
Mhm.
screens are in, would you consider removing the screens and then having the house, the windows cleaned or the house power washed or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, after this much time, I'm pretty good at what I do.
Yes, you
But
are.
at the end of the day, there are just certain things that anybody can do that are going to vastly increase the curb appeal of a home.
Gotcha.
And clean windows is a big deal.
It is.
It's
It
a good
is.
one.
Nobody likes doing them, but
Let's
But it
see
looks
here.
better.
Oh, fireplace.
yes. Oh, yeah, I wrote that down because I was going to ask you about that. What do you
Mhm.
do with your fireplace at the end of the year? Should you
Well,
have it,
At a
and
minimum.
and your air conditioner too. Should you have it serviced before it comes up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm actually on a maintenance agreement. My HVAC gets checked out twice a year, and I think
I
it's
don't
$60.
think I am. Yeah, I should probably do
It's
that.
$120.
Yeah,
And even if it was $250, I'd still pay for it because,
it's a big.
and I'll
big
tell you
ticket
why,
item.
because several years ago and you were probably there, when Kogan was like a kid, I had a big 4th of July party.
And the AC gave out. I do remember that. Yes, yes.
So, Tommy Stevens, fire captain for Rock Fire. Kudos to you, brother, for bringing that monster capacitor to my house and fixing my air conditioner when there was like 50 people there.
I do remember that.
So yeah, have your heating and cooling serviced. Your fireplace. If you're done using your fireplace,
yes, I would
shut the flue.
Okay, what about
if it's
this?
a wood burning?
What about this? Because this is so bad, right? I never turn my fireplace is just for pretty purposes. I don't ever turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
But I always have the gas thing is always on. So like there's that little bit of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
So,
and I've never turned it on. I've lived in that house 3 years. I've never turned it on.
Just turn the gas off.
Right?
I mean, you're
I don't know how
paying
to
for
do
the
that.
pilot to set that.
Yeah.
Well, don't you have that little thing that's about this big and you stick that weird key in
the
and
key
turn
thing
it?
on the hole in the ground. Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, just turn that to the left.
And I just have never thought about it because it's always been there. But in the summer, should you turn that off altogether, or should you leave it? I don't know why.
I have had both types. I've had wood burning and gas. And when I'm in warm seasons, I turn the pilot off.
Okay.
And now this is my OCD just glowing.
I'm hitting on all of the buttons. Where
if I had a glass front,
yes,
I take it out and clean it.
Okay.
Because it's got that carbon monoxide. It's almost like a powder.
Yeah.
So it's super easy to clean.
Okay.
But you don't want people coming into your beautiful house all warm season long, and there's like this little haze at the bottom.
It does. Yeah. It makes it look smoky.
Easy to clean.
All right,
easy
cool.
to clean.
Okay.
Wow. What else? Right now is the right. Well, okay. Now and let's say for the next month is the perfect time to be seeding, fertilizing, turf builder.
You mean have your landscaping company do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you're crazy about your lawn like I am, I've got this weird thing about green grass. Like the greener, the better.
I don't know that I've ever shared this with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I'm like I'm not a diva by any means. I have never once in my life mowed grass. Did I ever tell you that? It's just I've never owned a mower. I've always had a company.
I can help you with that.
No! It's not something I want to take up. But I think it's a little odd. I've never my sister Lisa used to do it at our house.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was her job. We each had our tasks. I have never mowed grass. I've owned several homes. I've never mowed grass in my life.
So here's something really funny.
Yeah.
When I was a kid,
oh my gosh, I can only imagine all the grass.
The lawnmower that Forrest Gump had?
Oh my gosh.
That riding snapper?
Yes, yes.
And it has two posts in the back because you could lean them up. So I would put my push mower out in front and lean it up so I could put it on my bars, and I would take my weed eater and put it across those bars in the back, and I would just cruise around town.
That's hilarious.
All the old church ladies.
Hey, it'll be grass cutting time before you know it.
But I don't cut grass anymore. I despise it.
That's why you had kids.
Yeah, I don't know how many miles of grass I cut, but it was
not one blade.
Many.
Not one blade.
Well, dang, let's go get some sunshine and work on our tan. Yeah. Oh, here's mine.
You bet.
What do you think of my gogs here?
Peace out.
Peace.